guys, welcome back to our channel. So today we're going to be starting like a back to basics kind of series. So in this one we're going to go over how to amp up your makeup looks, whether that's incorporating color or adding texture, that kind of thing, what products to use to achieve that. In the coming weeks and months we will be doing like base routines, eyeshadow, that kind of thing.
We can demo these products more, but we're about to move and we need to just kind of get some content out. And we have a child amongst us most of the time, so it's really hard to do that, so just bear with us. But we'll probably make a playlist for our Back to Basics series when that starts.
But anyway, these are all of our favorite products to either add color, amp up a look, add texture, that kind of thing. So if you're interested to see what you can use for that, then just keep on watching.
So I feel like we may be crooked, so if we are, I'm so sorry, it's not my problem. But first we're going to be talking about like highlights, kind of. You can use them on the eyes as well. But the first one we're going to be talking about is the Fenty Beauty Diamond Balm. I don't know if you'll be able to see it on camera, so if you can't, I'll have to insert some swatches because it is pretty sheer.
Pictures and swatches, and nothing will ever do it justice. I wonder if the Fenty page has something that will do it justice.
Maybe, because no matter what, I just can't show it off at all.
The way that it deserves.
But this is what it looks like. I don't know if you can see it on my hand. It's like, it's this beautiful, like, they're just like sparkles with a clear base. This is literally like the embodiment of Euphoria makeup, the TV show. This is just such a versatile product. If you tap it over any eyeshadow, it amps it up. I like to put it on top of matte eyeshadows sometimes when I'm like, this needs a little bit of spice. It really amps up your highlighter too. It truly looks like wet in photos pretty much, but obviously there's micro glitters in it. They did extend the shade range, so there's more than this one shade, but this one shade is pretty universal in my opinion. I've seen everybody look good in it.
Yeah, I think with that product specifically, like if you're somebody who doesn't wear a lot of eyeshadow, a lot of makeup, if you just put that either on your eyelids or on your eyelids and your cheekbones, like it will amp up your look so incredibly much. It's insane. Like that and like just a winged liner is just chef's kiss. Another really good option from Fenty is What a Brat. This is not in that kind of squishy Diamond Balm formula, but this one is a pink, and it has all of that texture that the Diamond Balm has. It just has a pink base to it as well. Nothing will ever do it justice. It's so beautiful.
It's a gorgeous eyeshadow, and it's really, really good for like a blush topper if you want something really intense.
Yeah, it's a little too deep for me on its own, just because of that really intense pink base on there. But this as like an inner corner highlight, this just all over the lid, blended out, like just only that, is just so stunning. If you love pink, this highlight is gonna be the one for you. It just, I don't know, it does things to my heart. It's so stunning. Highly recommend these. Fenty does really well with the texture in their products. I have another product to mention of theirs also, so Fenty.
We also have these Cover FX glitter drops. Now these are a little bit tricky to work with in my opinion.
I agree.
So you'll have to kind of play around with them. This one is in the shade Nova. Okay, it's basically, again, it's just like a glittery highlighter, so I'll swatch it, and I don't think you'll be able to see
the glitter in it. It's like gold with blue reflex. It's really cool. It looks pretty on the eyes too. It kind of creases on my eyes though, so I don't necessarily.
It definitely has an oil base to it. I'm not sure, but it is such a cool, it's got such a cool like reflect to it, and it really amps up your highlight game. I mean, it really does. I'm not a big fan of glitter in my highlights on a regular basis. Just for me personally, I like cream highlights, you know, things that are very like natural. But when I do want a really cool moment, like when I'm taking pictures like these and like the Diamond Balm and all of that, they're truly just the way to go. They amp up any look. They just take it next level.
I'm just a sucker for anything that's really glittery that's not a loose glitter.
Yeah.
I'm a sucker for it. Another product that is actually very new to us, this is something that I will be using on my eyes only. This is the Fenty Kilowatt Foil highlight palette. So it looks like this. I've seen Lauren May Beauty feature this on her channel a few times. If you don't know, Lauren is basically God. So I want to buy everything she buys. She influenced me to get the Cliona Multichromes. My favorite shade in this palette is this middle shade right here. It's like this taupey pink, blue, brown kind of color. It's so stunning. and it has that texture in it like the other shadows have, or highlights have. But another cool way to use this is if you just do neutrals, try adding this shade right here, which is Sub-Zero. This one is Sub-Zero. This is an icy blue. It's very, very chunky in texture, but I don't know if you'll be able to even see. Do you see that blue reflect that it has? Adding a shade like this on your inner corner can really do a lot to amp up a look. This, or even like a mint green, or like that Fenty highlight, the light pink. That's really cool. There's also this one, which is kind of like a more of a periwinkle undertone, and it has more of a clear base than this blue one here. But these are, for an inner corner highlight, just to amp up a neutral look, are really, really stunning. They're also
just tapped out all over the lid.
Like blended, tapped out all over the lid. Switch out your normal bronze eyeshadow for one of these glittery kind of orange shades. You're golden. You are Gucci.
Or use them as blush toppers.
Or use them as blush toppers. I saw Lauren do bronze draping with these. Stunning. Blush draping is one of my favorite things, so bronze draping is coming soon, I bet.
Also, this has been on sale at Sephora for forever, I think because of the lack of mainstream beauty influencers consistently recommending this. But a lot of people really, really adore this, and so we got it for 15 bucks, which is a steal for what's in here. So, for eyeshadows, I love eyeshadow. I mean, you can tell we both are constantly doing eyeshadow. We're constantly doing crazier looks, but we also have a lot of like one shadow type looks that we do. We just like pat something on the lid or put a bronzer in the crease and something on the lid and just we're good to go, because we don't really wear lashes on a day-to-day basis. So sometimes we just want something easy that's going to be pretty and dimensional and all of that. So I know everybody used to talk about these, like 2016 YouTube, but
they're stunning.
2020, baby. ColourPop Super Shock shadows,
the way to go.
Let's not sleep on them.
If you want that Fenty sparkle for cheap, go with ColourPop.
Yeah, I mean, they're super affordable. Hold on, let me swatch the shades we have for you. Okay, we'll see how well you can see this. So we have 3 ColourPop Super Shocks that we're going to recommend. Wow, Ladybird said, hey. So this first one right here, this is Roy G. Biv. It is a pink with like gold kind of sparkles through it, kind of like NARS Orgasm.
But amped up to the extreme.
Yeah, extreme NARS Orgasm. This one is Frog. It is a like champagne with rainbow glitter in it.
Yeah, it's like almost an icy pink champagne with rainbow glitter. It's, we'll put a picture on the screen. Rachel did a look with this only, like all over the lid, and I think like a wing. And it was just gorgeous. It looked so wet and dimensional.
And then the last one is Ladybird, which is a pretty good dupe for the Pat McGrath, this shade. It's a pretty good dupe for that. All 3 of them have a lot of like micro glitters within them. They don't have like chunky glitters, but micro glitters. And so you can just wipe them all over the lid and it adds so much dimension. I also think that Roy G. Biv, this pink kind of one, might be really fun like as a blush topper.
I've used it for draping, like right on my outer corner on my lower lash line, and I really like that look. What I think would be great if you're new to color for this kind of shade is if you're somebody who normally like slaps on a rose gold, switch it out for something like this, because it still has that very apparent gold shift to it.
It's just a little bit more fun.
But it's more of a coral pink kind of shade. It's so unbelievably stunning. It's also a dupe for one of the Stila Glitter and Glows, which are also very good to add extra zhuzh to your look.
Yeah, so those are banging and they're $5 each, so yeah, I don't know what you're waiting for.
Those are our most wearable colors, quote unquote. We have a few others that are more like wham bam in your face, but again,
this is for basics.
This is for basics, not basics. Another basic. So the Kaja stacks, we have the all shimmer ones. I don't know, Kaja mattes, I'm sure they're great, but I haven't used one.
We don't care.
My favorite is the Rosewater stack, so let me
swatch it.
Swatch it here. So those were some poor swatches, but this is the Rosewater stack from Kaja. They just look so stunning and wet. Like
Boys! No! Otis! Otis, come here!
Did someone break into the house? What are you guys hiding from? Anyway, our dog's broken. This is the Rosewater stack all swatched out. So we use this deepest shade probably the least. It's nice. It's great, but I just don't wear depth heavy like shimmers very often. But these first two, the middle shade is actually my favorite. You probably won't be able to pick it up on camera, but it's like a mid-tone, it's like a mid-tone mauve pink kind of shade with tons of glitter. It just looks so wet and dimensional. The Orange Blossom stack, it's not my favorite tone wise, because so they're very, very pretty. Like this one is like a really cool fiery orange with a gold sparkle in it, like so. But my favorite shade in this one is actually the most boring one, which is the bottom one, this brown shade down here.
It's like a taupe.
It's like a taupey, a warm taupey brown with lots of shimmer in it. Oh, it's so stunning. And again, these all have that really intense texture if you want to amp up a look. These are fantastic.
They're 18 bucks at Sephora. They're super compact, super cute. You can pull out a full look with each of them. They're really nice. I like them. Anybody that has been here for any amount of time knows our love for the Clionadh Cosmetics glitter multichromes. So we will obviously put those in here. We also have a review on them that we will link above. These are kind of a pricey item, but they are the best thing I've ever tried.
For sure.
It's from an indie brand. So this is our little Clionadh palette. So these are the
jeweled multichromes.
So they have a black base. So those aren't the ones we'll be talking about today, although they're still stunning. The glitter multichromes are all here. So let me just do a couple like random swatches. They have like all these, whoa, that's like rainbow. I've never seen it in that lighting. Whoa. Covered in glitter, but here's some swatches. So they have a lot of dimension to them, a lot of glitter, a lot of like reflex. These are my favorite for a wash of color on the lid or an inner corner. They're so good for an inner corner.
Like highlight. Ripple, this green shade here, as an inner corner with like a warm brown eye.
So nice.
Stunning.
These are incredible. You should like obviously pick and choose the shades you will use. I would like all of them. We have a good chunk of them, but obviously not all of them. But these are just, they're the best ever. Even for makeup lovers, people that already know how to use makeup, these are incredible.
If you think you know what a shimmer looks like, you don't. You really have no idea. These are the best shimmer shadows on the market, hands down.
No camera could pick them up. No camera could pick them up. I would highly recommend going to Clionadh Cosmetics Instagram because they have some really good pictures and videos and swatches.
Yeah.
But yeah, nothing beats these. I use these constantly. I have one on the lid right meow.
They're always somewhere on our eyes. And then this is the last for the powder shadows recommendation. But if you don't own like a shimmer pop kind of palette, I think you really should. I know a lot of people don't like to own palettes that they can't do full looks with. You can do a full look with a pop or shimmer palette, but I don't think there's anything wrong with having your shimmers in one place and your mattes in the other. That being said, this is the Viseart Grand Pro Volume 2. So this is all shimmers. This is more true to color when you turn it like that.
They also have a really good one from Profusion.
Yeah, Profusion has their metallics palette, which is really nice. This one is $175, so it's not cheap. But Viseart has really, really great quality shadows, so let me swatch a couple of my faves. So these don't have as much texture as everything else we own. Some of them do and some of them don't. So like this yellow that I have swatched out here, you're not going to be able to tell because obviously it's far away, but this one has tons of like blue shimmer in it, which is really pretty. I just like this hot pink. And then this silver here is like the best silver I've ever tried. Let me swatch it again. It's like insane. Insane. It's nuts. This palette is really great. I love that they have it kind of divided by formulas. So this row here is just kind of your basic metallic almost. Like before, metallics had a lot of fun to them. These are like some deeper metallics. These two rows right here, the last and this one here, these all require glitter glue, so they're very, very glitter heavy. I would not recommend these using these without a glitter glue. This side here you have your duochromes, so you have like a blue shift, a pink shift, a green shift,
like your inner corner highlight,
your inner corner kind of thing. And then here you have more of your textured shades, your fun colors. I just think this is a overall really good palette. I do have a 3 looks 1 palette with this that was out of focus like the whole time if you want to check it out. But yeah, I do really like this. It's not better than Clionadh. I would still recommend Clionadh over those.
but they're more easily accessible. Alright, so next we have just a couple liquid eyeshadow topper products. These two are from Lime Crime. They are kind of our favorite shades. They're the more wearable shades, which is what makes them kind of special because they are pretty exciting, but they're relatively wearable. So we have, wow, you're not gonna be able to tell. Come on. Okay, here are them swatched. This one is the shade Chocolate Diamond, and this one is the shade Chameleon. So basically they're just deep liquid eyeshadows, and they're metallic, like kind of like a satin metallic. They're not super metallic, and then they have like glitters throughout them. So this one has like silver and gold glitters throughout it mostly, and then this one has just a bunch of glitter in it. It's a bunch of like rainbow colors, I guess. There's a lot of like, there's like green and purple in there. So that's what makes these so special, is that a lot of people I know that don't wear like a ton of makeup, they do like a brown smoky eye, like a basic brown smoky eye. Or like you could, instead of using brown, you could use this more red shade to kind of amp up the look without doing too much. And in the fall, the cranberry is such a vibe. So these are really, really good. They're relatively easy to use. You can do it just that all over the lid, or you can add it with something else. So that's what's kind of fun about these, is they kind of create their own looks themselves. That makes sense. So you can blend them out with a brush or with your finger. The red one right here is a little bit more watery than the brown one, so this one requires a little bit more building. But all in all, I really, really like these, and they have a bunch of fun colors if you're wanting something a little bit spicier, but they are super, super nice, and they're pretty long wearing. And then the last liquid shadow here, this one is from Pixi. This is in Crystalline. Yeah, Crystalline. So this is just, I feel like this is a pretty typical shade that you can find in a liquid shadow form, at least at the drugstore, but it's like a very sheer base with rainbow glitter. And I think this for an inner corner highlight is just so stunning, or layered on top of like an icy white kind of shadow. It's just so pretty and reflective and textured and dimensional. These liquid shadows are pretty good quality. We had some others, but we decluttered them because they just weren't being used. I'm pretty sure one was kind of similar to Chocolate Diamond, actually. I don't know. I played myself. But yeah, I love this one from Pixi. It's really, really good. I haven't used it in a while. It kind of reminds me of Urban Decay Distortion. So if you have tried that, then that's for reference. That's what this is. Just sheer but
rainbow
it's a little
sparkle.
bit more purple, I'd say.
Yeah, it has a little more purple to it, and obviously this one has a paddle applicator rather than that liner applicator, but you can always take one of these on like a detail brush for a liner if you'd like to.
Then we have eyeliner. So we're not going to go through every single shade, but you can see there's lots of rainbow shades. These are from LA Girl. They are the Shockwave Neon. They're lip liners. Some of them are lip liners, some of them are eyeliners. But they're fine in the eyes, to my knowledge. They're safe for me in the eyes, but these really amp up any look. So let's say you do like a neutral look and you're wearing a green sweater and you're like, I'm not fun and I don't even have any green eyeshadow. Whip out this Bad Dad, put it in your waterline, make a wing with it. You can just amp up any look with these. It really does. I'll have to insert some pictures of like just with everything. Like every time you put it in, it's like pah! It like makes your look so much better. So these are the LA Girl Neon, either the neon eyeliners or the neon lip liners. And if you're someone who isn't necessarily comfortable with that pop in the waterline, this one is from the Ulta in-house brand. It's in denim. If you just use either like a deep navy liner or a deep purple or a deep red even, like a burgundy, you're going to get a little extra something without compromising too much your professionalness or whatever the case it is in that scenario, but you'll feel a lot more comfortable in a deep navy than you would a bright blue if you're somebody who wears black liner, you know? So try switching it out a little bit. Try a little, a deep purple or a deep blue and see how you like that. These also look great as like a wing. Like I think a blue wing is just timeless and beautiful in every way. And that brings me to the last batch of recommendations. These are two of the By Melops water ink liners. This one is Ultraviolet, which is obviously purple, and this one is Ceramic, which is a deep blue. I chose these because they are more wearable out of the bunch. The other ones are neon, but these are just water activated. You dip a little liner brush and spray it with water.
into these and you get a nice little liner situation. I have a picture wearing just this purple, and I had neutrals on that was really pretty. I'll have that inserted. But these are really, really great. I mean, they don't have the longevity for me necessarily. If you have creasy eyes, you might have issues with these, but I still do like them and recommend them. I think most people use them for detail work though, rather than actual wing, but I still like them. And the last one here, I don't know if these are still, are they discontinued?
Yeah.
So you can't get these anymore apparently. These are the ColourPop Cream Gel colors. This one is in Joyride? Is that what that says? Okay. This one is in Joyride. It's a deep burgundy. It's kind of like the color of my shirt, but a little more purple and deep. A color like this is really, really great. For fall, I think Melt has an eyeliner in this shade.
I think so too.
I don't know what it's called, but if I can find out, I'll link it. But these kind of shades are beautiful in the waterline or just a wing, especially in the fall. Like, you go get your pumpkin spice latte with your burgundy wing. They'll serve it to you for free. Delicious.
Anyway, that kind of sums up the video. I'm sorry for being crooked the entire time. I'm pretty sure we're crooked. I'm sorry about the dogs interrupting. We're having a rough day. I think we fixed our camera issues about the autofocus, but maybe we filmed this out of focus. We'll find out. But as always, everything that you can purchase through our magic links will be listed below. So if you did want to pick something up based on our recommendation, you can feel free to do so in the description below. Just click on it. So let's say you click on the Fenty Diamond Bomb and it's linked to Sephora. It was just the Fenty Water Brat and it's linked to Sephora. If you purchase anything else through that link, it still goes to us. So even if you click it and decide against it and you buy something else, it still goes to us. So keep that in mind in case you either didn't want to support us or you do want to support us. But that is all from us today. Let us know like what your favorite kind of pop of color thing is if you use it, and let us know if you've tried any of these items. We would love to hear your thoughts, and we hope to see you in the next video. Bye!